Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 20th of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. Be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign videos for a full picture, a complete picture of all of the energies that you've got going on, because you're more than just your sun sign. Leo, I've got a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe, a channel for the collective in that, but I also give mini reads as well. So if you're interested in a mini read, if you've got a burning question for your higher self, come along in there. It's by donation for that. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they are available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that below, and also one up there as well. Let's check out what you've got. What you've got going on this week in the energies. You've got past lives. A past life connection, maybe strong connection with someone, could mean trouble. That, we like to be all romantic about past lives, but there's been all kinds of past lives. Just think about all the people that you've had in your life this time. It's been a mixture, hasn't it? And so same with past lives too. Let's see what the energies are. I'll let that cat out once I've got a cat card out here. Just trying to open the door with a mind. No. Okay, so let's have a look at your cards. You've got 3 out here. Purification. That's a thought I just heard. So if there's been things on your mind, Leo, if you've been overthinking things, tripping out about stuff, things going around and around and around in your mind, ruminations, that kind of thing, you might want to distract yourself from that. Purification, how can you do that? Maybe meditate, or just distract yourself, or notice when you're getting like that and divert your attention to something else as well. We don't want to allow ourselves to ruminate over things like this, because it's training our mind in the wrong direction. It's kind of training ourselves to not have a focus. You also have road less traveled here, along with night magic. So you've got a magical new path opening up to you here, which is unique to you. Could have something to do with a past life connection here. Let's find out. What are cards for you, Leo, this week? Those 2 in black and white as well. I don't feel like things will be black and white this week. I think there'll be grey areas here. In other words, you could be having someone new come into your life and you feel a strong connection with them, past life connection, right? But like I said, think of all the people that you've got in your life, or you've had in your life this lifetime. Has it all been good? Probably not, probably 50-50. So, when you meet someone, you've got a strong connection, but you're like, do I like them or not? I can't tell. I feel strongly connected to them, but it might not be necessarily good. Leo, tell us about Leo's week. The 3 of Wands, waiting for that perfect moment to ask a question is what I just got there. Waiting for the perfect moment to ask a question. So you could be wanting to talk to someone or ask them a question, but it never feels like the right time, or there might be other people around, and so you don't feel comfortable in doing that. That's quite specific. So you're waiting for like the perfect moment to do that. I'm going to go again with them. There you are, Leo. Strength card. What else? What else for Leo? 5 of Cups. This is the rumination thing that I was picking up on. This is that focusing on something, endlessly focusing on something, and it's not good for you to keep on thinking about that stuff. Whatever it is, and I feel like this is an ongoing thing. I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about, maybe for the past few weeks, or maybe just the last week. Something that you've been thinking about, and it really isn't good for you, and you need to stop. The 5 of Cups is about that negativity, the lack focus. Instead of focusing on what it is that you do want and headed towards that, focusing on what you don't want and endlessly thinking about that. Excuse me. Tell us more for Leo. The Hanged Man, needing to change your mind. I was getting that because I was getting that purification is a mind thing for you this week, Leo. It's time to stop thinking about that stuff. You need to change your mind. You need to have a change of perspective, a reframe, some kind of a way. You need to come up with some kind of approach this week, Leo, to change, not change your mind, yeah, kind of change your mind, but to shift the focus of your mind from that lack that you've been focused on, what you don't have, or what is missing, or what happened before, or something that you don't like, to something that's better. I'll get clarifiers out for each of these, of course. Page of Pentacles. You've got an offer coming in, a message. The pages bring messages from the King or the Queen. So you're getting a message in from somebody with some kind of an offer, some kind of a tangible offer. That could be like someone inviting you to a party or something like that. A material offer. That could be nicely distracting for you. The Three of Wands. Okay, it is this one. So what was I saying with the Three of Wands? That is the card of waiting for the perfect wave, waiting for your ships to come in. But I was picking up that it was you waiting to ask someone a question, waiting for that perfect moment. You know, when you really want to say something to someone, but there's always other people around, or they start speaking first, or there's just that never that opportunity. It's that I'm feeling here. Now, this Five of Emotions, it's the same as this card here, the Five of Cups, but it's slightly different in this deck. This is about defrosting your heart and opening it back up again. It's similar because that's the shift from the lack focus to the positive focus, which is the same thing, really. That does open your heart up when you do that. But this is specifically about opening the heart up, defrosting the heart. So your heart is iced over, or theirs has. So this could be someone that you've closed down to, but you want to ask them a question. Maybe you want to get some clarity on what's going on. This could be the past life connection that you're unsure about. It could be a love-hate kind of relationship where you're not sure whether you like them or not. Maybe you jump to a conclusion with them and presume that you didn't like them, and now you're not so sure. You want to ask them a question for clarity, but it's just not happening. So why isn't it happening? Why are you manifesting the inability to speak up, or the external, it's never the right time, there's always other people there? That's a manifestation of it, the same. And it's because of this. You need to open your heart up, defrost your heart first. So there's a little bit of a combative energy. You're going in with a fight still a little bit. You have to soften up before you're allowed to speak to them. So the universe is throwing barriers in your way. You're not allowed to. While you're wanting to confront or ask that question in a combative kind of way, the universe isn't letting you do it. So this could be a complicated past life relationship that we're talking about here. It's not cut and dry. No one's good or bad, you know. It's not love or hate. There's been a mixture. And so again, let's look back at all of the relationships that we've had. Parents, siblings, teachers, colleagues, everything, everybody. There have been a mixture. No one's black and white. No one's all good or all bad. And so you could be picking apart or trying to discover what this past life relationship, who this person is to you that's in front of you, that's come into your life. And let's find out what's behind this. And just trying to make sense of that, you know. And the universe is always going to steer you toward open-heartedness and love, because that's the tendency of the universe. There's duality here, though. You're feeling the pull in both ways. It's not black or white, but as soon as you kind of defrost your heart and open up and think, oh, maybe they're good, your ego will kick in and go, I don't think so, because your ego will be remembering the past life, or responding to that energy of the fear that comes up from the past life. It's a very interesting energy, this, Leo. Whatever. This is obviously an important relationship, so it's important to follow this process and open up and figure it out. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there, you know. Five of Cups. Now, I feel this is different. I feel this Five of Cups here is saying it's about something else. It could be about this situation, but you're overthinking something, you're ruminating on something, and it's not good for you. It's a lack focus. So this could be Leos that have had trouble with money, say, and you just can't stop worrying about it and stressing about it. And that's not helpful, is it? we can't come up with any creative ways to make money or to sort it out when we're in that worry. It's just, well, it's like wishing for what you don't want to happen. So that rumination has got to stop, and that seems to be a big theme of this week for you, Leo. Oh, I've got the Five of Cups here. Why the Five of Cups? The Moon and the Two of Materials. The unknown, so it's up in the air. Right. So if we're talking about lack of money here and worry about money, apply it to whatever it is in your life, this same thing. But it's easy. I think everyone at some point in their life has lacked money and we worry about it because it affects so much in our life. And from that place of worry, it's just impossible to get ourselves out of that because we don't have the ideas. We're not in a good position to think about like the jobs that we do want and go for that. We're not in the right mind to invest the money that we do have wisely to grow it. We don't have any ideas about what to create to make more money and things like that. And so while you're in that rumination about the lack, everything seems unknown. You don't see a path forward. You don't know how you can get out of the worry because don't you need like the chicken before the egg? Don't you need a way out? Don't you need that job before you can stop worrying? No. And so it's unknown and things are up in the air because you're thinking that you need the solution before you can be open to the solution. Does that make sense? So many people think that. Those that get stuck in that financial lack think this. Well, but I need the money first in order to stop worrying so that I can make more money. But that's not true. It's the other way around. You need to stop worrying. How can you stop worrying? Well, the way to stop worrying is to put yourself first. Put yourself first and your feelings first. You're way more important than money. You're way more important than paying those bills. You're fantastic. You're a human being. You're a spirit. Money's just something that we made up in order to trade things. You are way more important than that, right? And so put your feelings first. Stop stressing yourself out about it. It's not as big a deal as you are. You're a big deal compared to that money. And so again, apply this to whatever it is that you're worrying about and you're ruminating about in your life, Leah. Put yourself first, put your feelings first. You're way more important. And so, yeah, the chicken doesn't come before the egg. The egg comes before the chicken. You know what I mean? It feels unknown because you're like, but I need a way out, and I get it. And I had people saying the same thing to me as well when I was in money lack, saying, well, you just need to put yourself first and let it go and stuff like that. And it's like, well, that's easy for you to say because you got the money. It's like, yeah, but this is how I did it. This is how I got the money. I had to stop worrying. It's like, yeah, but I need the money to stop worrying because the bills aren't being paid. I get it, but it's for you to figure out how to get yourself out of that. And it's not going to come from outside of you, not until you found it inside of you. Not until you found that calm and put yourself first and really value yourself and say to yourself, look, this is not worth worrying myself over. How I feel is way more important to that. And when you put yourself first like that, I'm not going to worry about this anymore because I'm making myself sick here. And my health is way more important than that money. So you get yourself to that healthy place of feeling good and just ignoring it all. Then you're going to have an idea of how to make that money. It goes that way around. It doesn't go the other way around. So as I said, apply that to anything. But I think we can all relate to the money issue there. We've all been through it at some point, I'm sure. So then that's why winning the money or borrowing the money from someone else, those short-term things doesn't work because we still never get to that fundamental place of security within ourselves, of feeling good. You've got creativity and omens. Like we borrow the money and then we feel bad about borrowing the money and then we feel like even more debting and now we don't just have to pay the bills, we've got to pay that person too. It's more of the same. It's more of the worry energy. So you've got creativity and omens. For some of you, it could be about money, in fact, because you've got omens about creativity. It's like, well, just create something then. It's like, I'm too worried to even come up with an idea. But you've had omens about that. Like I said, you're not going to be able to move forward with any great ideas about anything. You're not going to be able to apply for a job and get it in that worried state either. You're not going to be attractive to an employer when you're in that state. You're not going to get creative ideas that are going to work. You're going to get graspy ideas if you're getting creative ideas that are just going to fall flat and give you more of that lack. Like I said, if you win or you borrow the money, whatever, it's going to give you, it's more of that lack energy. It's going to make you even more stressed out. You have to take a step back from it before you can get properly creative solutions, because the vibration of solutions is totally different from the vibration of the problem. So self-love, actual self-love. I'm not going to focus on that problem anymore. I'm going to put myself first, my feelings first. The Hanged Man, definite change of mind required here. Change of focus. Hanged Man, tell us about this Hanged Man. Justice. 12 goes to the 11. Justice. So yeah, you deserve so much better. You deserve so much better from yourself as well. Imagine if you were a parent, right, doing this to a child, doing what you're doing to yourself to a child. So in the financial thing, imagine doing that to a child. Imagine kids saying, "Can I have this?" And you're like, "No, because money's a problem. We've got no money. The bills aren't being paid," and stuff like that. Stressing that child out, putting that child in a really stressed state. Would you do that? I guess some people do that because they don't realize, but um, that's not looking after the child, is it? A good parent would be shielding the child from things like that and not putting the money worries onto them, and so a change of mind, a change of focus is required here to bring in what you truly deserve. It's almost like shit hitting the fan kind of an energy. Some of you Leos, you could be hitting rock bottom in whatever area you've been worried about, which is a good thing, because when you hit rock bottom, you've got to stop worrying about it then, because you can't go any lower. At least then you stop worrying about it. Now, if at that point you make self-love a priority and how you feel a priority, start taking care of yourself like a child, the beautiful child that you are that lives inside of your heart, caring about your emotional state and your happiness first, and not making anything else, especially not what you've been worried about, more important than that, then you're going to spiral off in the right direction. If, however, you just get yourself out of Dodge and get back in that same vibration, like the borrowing the money or whatever, it's just going to carry on. You're just going to be in that same loop, fruit loop. What's behind this? Unlimited possibilities. You can change this completely. You can get out of lack this week. But you have to be so super table moved then. So super conscious of what you're doing, Leo, and not be in those same patterns. Now this might be new to you. I'm really picking up that it is about money for some of you here. And you might just be around everyone that you've been around in your life might be in this same boat, just going on these spirals of lack, only ever focused on lack, never getting themselves beyond that. And so it seems normal to you. And so you've got no point of reference, no frame of reference for this Hanged Man to change your mind. But you need to find it. It's out there. There's people talking about it, money mindset coaches. You'll find videos on YouTube about it. There's people talking about it. And so listen to them. Don't listen to the people around you. The people around you will be all this. Like, life sucks and then you die and nobody's got money and it's really hard to get. And it's just the same pattern. You can't create what you want. You've got unlimited possibilities here. That's what you deserve. And you know it deep down, don't you, Leo? You know it deep down. But there's patterns that you need to change here. Now I'm wondering why you've got this past life thing coming up. Page of Pentacles. So there is like light at the end of the tunnel. There's something being offered here. What's that? Ton of inspiration for you to put your troubles down, your worries down. Now, if you've been resonating with this reading and you're like, yes, I'm in lack and all of that, you're probably delighted by this, going, yeah, someone's going to offer me it. But if you haven't changed your energy, if you haven't put those troubles down and shifted it within yourself, this is going to be the same as like borrowing money. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because you'll be in that same energy. There's got to be a fundamental change in your energy this week, Leo. Learn from what's going on to truly put those burdens down. So the Page of Pentacles could just be a short-term offer, someone saying, well, I'll lend you $100 to pay that bill. That's not really going to help you out. You're better off saying, oh no, it's all right, I'm just going to watch YouTube videos of money mindset people until I get this, until I figure it out, because it's so alien to me and I don't want to be in this state anymore. That would be much better for you to do, to truly put those burdens down. The burdens where they're at. The burden isn't the money. It's this. It's the way that you look at things. It's the way that you're looking at things. I can't stress this enough because I know when I was in that same state myself, I didn't get it. I heard all of these things. I heard people saying these things and I just didn't get it at all until I did. Until I did get it. Until I got to the point where I'm like, I am so stressed out about this and I'm caring more about these bills and everything and this lack than anyone else does. Like everyone else was going, it's all right, don't worry, it's okay if your rent's late, we know you're good. I was worried more than anyone else, and I realized that I was being so mean to myself. I was being mean parent to me, and I'm like, I've got to stop doing that. I've got to stop beating myself up because I'm way more important than this. And I took all the pressure off myself. I stopped focusing on it. I changed my mind completely. And it's like, I'm so sorry, Claire. I've been beating you up about something as insignificant as money, always being hard on myself about it. When I realized that, and I'm not going to focus on that anymore. Sorry, little Claire, I'm going to stop going on about you, at you about the money. I'm going to take care of you now, properly. Everything changed. Like everything changed then. The money soon started pouring in after that because I started making better decisions for myself. So it's heavy. I know it's heavy, but you can get yourself out of it, and this is the only way out of it. You've got past, present, and future because you don't want to perpetuate what's gone before. And you've got death. There needs to be a big ending here. And like I said, you will be surrounded by people that are exact same mindset. No one else is getting out of this, so you've got to do something different than them, right? Big major ending here, and it's in the mindset. I was getting that right away from the purification card, that there's something that needs to change in your mindset. What were the other two? Yes, night magic and road less traveled. So the people around you aren't making those changes. The mindset changes. That's why it's a road less traveled. There's a bit of magic involved here. The universe is going to help you out. It always tends toward love and helping us out. It doesn't want to see you in this state, but you're the one that's going to have to get yourself out of it. Okay, so what's going on in your love life, Leo? What's going on in your love life? It's safe for you to love. It's safe for you to love. Now, some of you, it feels like more and more like an abundance reading this now. Abundance, money, love, it's all the same thing. It's all energy. And if you close down to love, you tend to be closed down to money. You close down to receiving anything, to being loved by anyone else. It's a sure sign that you're not loving yourself right when that's the case. It is safe for you to love. It's safe for you to receive. It's safe for you to have things for yourself. You are allowed nice things, Leo. You're allowed nice things. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So you probably don't have a problem with giving, but you have a problem with receiving money, love, anything. So this, you might be saying, I'm not interested in love at the moment. I'm fine. I want to sort my money out. It's the same thing, Leo. It's the same thing. If you're closed, you're closed. You're closed to it all. If you're open, you're open. You're open to it all. Something to think about. Tell us more, for Leo. This could be like a life-changing week for you if you get this right. The clues will be around you. Go seeking the clues for it. This money mindset will really help you. receiving. Step out of your comfort zone. There you go. Your comfort zone is really uncomfortable. That lack, this being a comfort zone, it's horrible. It's horrible comfort zone. Step out of it. Do something different. Yes, you're going to be different from the people around you that are all in lack. There's so many people that are in lack. And they think that there's something wrong with the people that are in abundance, people that are in lack. Everyone deserves abundance. That's like sick people saying there's something wrong with the healthy people. No, there's not. There's something wrong with the sick people. So don't stay in the sick club. Step out of the sick club and into the healthy club. Be individual. So you're going to have to break free. You're going to have to break free of the people that you're around here, because they're not going to accept you doing this differently. Acceptance. You're going to have to accept yourself and do things differently. The path less traveled, doing it differently than those people around you. Be individual, accept yourself, and take ownership of it. Take ownership of it. Get yourself out of there. Don't just go, oh, well, this is what I've been born into. This is what the people are doing around me. I'm just going to be one of them. And hope that it changes from the outside. Hope that it changes from the outside, the moon and the two of materials. Or let's hope that some kind of a miracle happens that comes in and it changes it. It's not going to. It's not going to. Just like it's not going to for unhealthy people that are doing unhealthy things to the body. They're not suddenly going to become healthy because of something outside of them. Someone outside of them waves a magic wand and they become healthy. Now, the people that are healthy are the ones that are looking after themselves, and they're looking after themselves because they value themselves and they're feeling good about themselves, and so they want to look after themselves and do things for themselves, and so they keep themselves healthy. So different. And so it is, isn't it? It's a call for you to take that path less traveled. People do take it, but you won't be around those people that are taking it right now. And strike out by yourself, do things differently. Probably the black sheep anyway. This is interesting. Self-indulgence. This is what you need to do. Self-indulgence. You might be stopping yourself from doing this, but you need to. You might think that this is a bad word, self-indulgence. It's not. Focus on yourself, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. All about you. It's a call to self-love. And you've got a date here as well. You might want to be open to it, Leo, because, like I said, receiving is receiving. Whether you're receiving money from someone or help from someone, whatever it is, or love from someone, it's all the same energy. You might want to be open to everything. Okay, universe, what have you got for me then? I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to be open to this. I'm going to take care of myself and then see what comes in. And if your big block has been to money, then don't start there. Don't go, oh, well, I'll only accept receiving money. I'm not going to accept anything else, because it's not going to come like that at first. You're going to have to receive other things first. If money is your biggest block, that's going to be the hardest thing for you to receive. So start with anything. Like, okay, throw your abundance at me, universe. I will take anything. Ears wide open, and then pay close attention, because you know what's going to happen then. Universe is going to start showing people to you that are going to want to give to you, and you're going to be shown how you're saying, no, it's all right. No. Not even accepting compliments or anything like that. You're going to be shown. Pay great attention, because you're going to be shown just how you're deflecting it away with your Wonder Woman bracelets every time someone tries to give something to you. It doesn't start with the money, and it doesn't start with the love. It starts with all the little things, the little gestures that we can receive, the compliments that we can receive. Start receiving. Start being open to abundance coming in. Accept it graciously. Now you've got something about work here. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Right, Leo, so you might be thinking work is what you give. You just give, you give, you give, and you don't get back from it, and you give, and you give, and you give, and you give, and you give. But this is saying, no, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. So you're receiving from those people. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. There's a balance in all of that, because that, what I just read out there, tends to codependency here. You use me to relieve suffering from the planet. That's going to make you an overgiver, having that kind of a a focus. What you need to do, Leo, is learn how to receive more. Put yourself first. So if you think of it this way, there's people that you're trying to help and work for and help. People that need stuff from you, you want to give to them. Realize that you are more needy than them. You're the one that's being left out. They receive. You don't. You got to put yourself first now. Oh, it's me that needs to receive, not them. I used to try and help people all the time and blissfully leave myself out of it. And when it hit me, it's like, oh God, I'm the one. You know, I used to want to mother people and take care of people and help people out of lack and things like that and do my readings and all of that, even though I was in lack. And it hit me, I'm the one in lack, not them. I'm the one in lack. I need to do it for myself first. You need to do it for yourself first, Leah. So shift your mindset about work as well to you receiving. You deserve to receive a whole lot from your work too. Big call to change in your mindset this week, Leo, and it'll change your life if you do this. Focus on it. It's the most important. Every other little thing that you're doing is kind of wasted energy at the moment. Not kind of, it is wasted energy at the moment. So there you go, that's your energies. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. I love hearing from you. It really helps my channel out as well when you do that for me. Thank you for doing that. And if you're not a subscriber already, please consider subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. If you are, click that notification bell to find out when I'm going live. Have the best week ever, Leo. I will see you tomorrow in the energy update for the day.